Welcome to our stock market updates on the 4th of June 2024. The Dow Jones Industrial Average began June with a decline of 0.30%, closing at 38,571.03 points. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 saw a slight increase of 0.11%, finishing at 5,283.40. And the Nasdaq Composite rose by 0.56% to end the session at 16,828.67 points. The weak U.S. manufacturing data has raised concerns about the economy, causing banks, industrials, and other shares dependent on economic growth to lead the decline. Let's take a closer look at sector performance. Cyclical stocks, including the energy, industrials, and materials sectors, closed in the red. The U.S. manufacturing sector showed signs of slowing, with the ISM Manufacturing Index measuring 48.7 in May. A reading below 50 indicates a contraction. This has led to lower Treasury yields and a decline in the dollar value. Now, let's highlight some key stock movements. Nvidia saw a nearly 5% increase after announcing a new suite of artificial intelligence chips. The company plans to upgrade its AI chip architecture on an annual basis. Overall, the market had a positive May, with all three major averages experiencing their sixth positive month in 7. Moving on to market sentiment and the future outlook. Despite a positive May, the Nasdaq fell 1.1% last week as chip stocks stumbled. According to our research, we can expect volatility to pick up over the summer. Investors are closely watching economic updates this week, including the ADP private payroll data on Wednesday and the May jobs report on Friday. There is hope for some economic slowing, which could prompt the Federal Reserve to consider cutting interest rates, but not to the extent that it raises fears of a recession. Now let's go to the technical analysis. Okay, now you can see that I'm opening a fourth chart here. This is the Dow Jones, represented by US 30. We also have the Nasdaq here with US 100, the S&P 500 as US 500, and the USD index showing how the US dollar is moving. Starting with the US dollar, it moved lower yesterday after the ISM manufacturing data but then bounced back higher, trying to reach my 20-period moving average. This is the 4-hour chart. Meanwhile, on the other 4-hour chart, you can see that the Nasdaq price moved lower at the end of May but then climbed higher, supported by the stronger Nvidia stock price. However, it moved lower yesterday after some mixed data, not significantly strong or weak, causing a slight decline. In the Dow Jones 4-hour chart and the S&P 500, you can see that the prices were moving higher in May but started moving lower yesterday, on June 3rd, continuing the downward trend up to the present moment. The S&P 500 also saw a significant drop but then bounced back higher. From these charts, you can see that after a strong downward movement yesterday, the market is now showing signs of a positive recovery. There's a possibility that this upward trend might continue, as indicated by the stochastic oscillators, which are mostly in the middle range, suggesting potential further movement. Meanwhile, the USD index is moving higher, trying to exit the oversold area. I expect the USD index to continue moving higher, while the other USD indices might go lower. That's it for today's stock updates. Have a great day and happy trading. Thank you, everyone.